Welcome to San Amaro, the poster child for the American dream. A city where any street criminal can become a kingpin and every meth head is an entrepreneur. It's prohibition. While the police have been tackling the symptoms of this problem, the heads of the criminal syndicates that run this town have been allowed free rein to build their empires and their wealth. The RICO Act was passed in 1970 to strip the mob bosses of their thin veneer of respectability. But prosecutions are rare and take time. In today's world, time is not a luxury that we possess. My name is Commander Karen Redfern, seconded here from British Counter-Terrorism Command. And I'm here because I have a reputation for finding difficult people for difficult jobs. You come from a range of backgrounds: police, military intelligence, FBI, Secret Service. But you have been handpicked because you have one thing in common. You know how to get things done, even if sometimes that causes headaches for your superiors. You have the skills and the attitude that are needed to resolve these cases with a certain sense of expedience. We are a one-of-a-kind rapid response unit. Where there is an immediate threat to the American people and a legal case cannot be built in time, then we step in. We will disrupt criminal organizations, we will break apart these gangs, we will track down their bosses, and we will bring them to justice by any means necessary. If you succeed, you'll be quiet heroes. If you fail, they won't be playing Danny Boy at your funeral. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RICO.
Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Rico on Nintendo Switch. Seems like a cool setup. Although I can already tell the performance is not it's not going to be perfect. Show tutorial? Yeah, let's see the tutorial.
Welcome, agents. It's time for your mandatory training. You've all been through this before, but the particulars of our organization require some unique learning points. You know the drill. You'll be kicking doors and shooting bad guys. You'll need to breach rooms, and you will need to do it regularly. Some of our more gung-ho agents have found that sliding into combat is an effective technique. Some of them are no longer with us. RICO busts are by their nature chaotic. Do not shoot your partner. Communicate with one another. Mark your targets, locations, and time your breaches. Cooperation is key. Breach rooms in close proximity to one another to maintain your tactical edge. For those of you who choose to go alone, let's hope that the heightened adrenaline helps you out. We only have limited intel about your environment, so go with caution. We will be scanning your surroundings and will keep your map up to date with tactical and operational data. We have credible reports that the gangs have access to a large shipment of stolen military-grade C4. You're well versed in bomb disposal, or at the very least, you know how to cut a blue wire. You only have limited time, so be methodical and clear all the bombs on one floor before proceeding. Sooner or later, the gangs are going to learn that we are working our way up through their organizations. They will do everything they can to prevent us. Don't be surprised if they put barriers up to our progress. Likewise, they have an almost unlimited number of disposable foot soldiers. Once you start disrupting their activities, expect a robust response. Every operation is different, but your goal is ultimately to collect evidence that will lead us to the next link in the chain. Bag and tag everything you find. Target evidence will be marked on your maps to prevent you from missing anything. Once all the evidence is collected, it's up to you how to proceed. If you have time and it is safe to do so, then continue to clear out any remaining gang members from the AO and return to your entry point before the heavies turn up. We are an experimental division, and as such, results matter. The better your performance in an operation, the more access to weapons and equipment you will be granted. Visit the armory after each mission to see what has become available. And don't be surprised to see additional tasks from the department appear when you start an operation. Apparently, it's all good PR.
Okay. Case, daily, or quick. What do I got for options? Screen shake? You know, I could do without screen shake, honestly. Oh, it does feature motion aiming. That's nice. Let's see how I do without it before I use it. Character setup. Travis Walker, a highly decorated Army Ranger brought over to Criminal Investigation Command when he uncovered an illegal smuggling operation within the U.S. Army. Unfortunately, he proved rather too good at his job, and it was felt by his superiors that he could make a better contribution in civilian life. We agree. Sophia Alvarez, a San Amaro native, and one of the most promising young detectives in the SAPD. An off-duty encounter with a handful of sicarios, a bar fight, and several subsequent hospitalizations, none of them hers, we should point out, brought her to our attention. Christine Y. With stints at ATF and the FBI, Agent Y has been responsible for bringing a range of terrorists, both domestic and foreign, to heel. Unlike the rest of the team, she has an unlearned record, but with skills and commitments like hers, it's not really our place to start asking why. Just no traits. I guess they all start off with no traits, I guess? No, don't worry about that. Ah, damn it. Well, okay, so 3 characters to start with. Let's go with Christine for now. Weapon skins. Okay, I don't expect to have a whole bunch of stuff. I just started. Let's start a party. Ooh, boy, these menus could use a little work. Friends only, yeah. People versus Kurt Vaughn. I don't have much choice in my weapons, so... Or do I? I do not. So how do you go back? Oh, it's ZL to go back. What the hell? Who uses ZL to go back? Well, I know one person. Yeah. Seize evidence. Well, the control's not too bad. Okay, so Y reloads. B is kick. harmed him too. Just a little slide kick, yeah. Oh, that's real precise. No, did I miss some? Boy, no music, huh? Just the sound of your own farts and your throat guzzling soda pop, I guess. Locked? What? Oh, okay. Can't just open the door, huh? That door is unkicked. I must kick it. Oh, what? Well, the guy's paper thin. Four merits, huh? Suppressor, flashlight, or reviver, huh? Let us add a tactical. Not a bad time to reload, huh? Nasty. It's weird there's no music. Reinforcements are coming. Seven merits, huh? Get a Viper. People versus Kurt. Yeah, sure, that one. looks like it's always randomly generated, so I guess that's cool. Actually reminds me of classic Rainbow Six. Get out, get out, get out!
Get him! Cover me!
Oh, do I have to push the button? I do. Ah, wow, that was really short. Color chip, huh? Yeah. What do I have? 7 merits. Oh, I can't buy it. Yeah, alright, I'll save them up then.
Hey, after them! I'm reloading.
Not coming down here. Oh, wow, the animation does a lot sometimes, huh?
Reloading.
MP5, huh? Yeah, let's do it. Let's see, reviver. I have needed it. Extended clip. All right. Piles of cash. Ah, the water's not evidence. Oh.
Find out.
Interesting, the rooms that kind of hit bills, huh? Unlocked shades. Very important. What the hell, is this the Silex 9? Jesus. Armor, huh? I can do with some armor. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You're watching Rico on Nintendo Switch. I think this is really fun. I said it reminds me of classic Rainbow Six back in the Xbox days. You know, it's randomly generated rooms. It's essentially a game of, I said, a very, very light version of Rainbow Six, and I don't think that's a bad thing. So, you know, obviously it doesn't perform that well. I mean, it has, you know, it's a playable enough frame rate. It's not stable. But I do like the artwork. I like all the weapons that you can purchase, and you can slowly, you know, build yourself a pretty interesting character as far as all your loadouts and your guns are concerned. The firefights are interesting. I like the little bit of slowdown that you have when you first break into a room. Overall, I think it'd be a lot of fun, and even more fun if you have anybody to play with co-op. So yeah, I think this is worth picking up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.